What's up, Next Level Football Alliance? Welcome to another episode of Next Take. I am Warren Hallman, the General Manager of the Next Level Football Alliance, and to my right, Commissioner Mario Akers and Commissioner Daryl Lomax. How's everybody doing today?
Great.
Hang it up.
Gentlemen, what we going to talk about today?
We got a variety of things to talk about today, and we're going to kick it off starting with the score. We had a couple of games this weekend. They went off without a hitch. I covered the Bison in the Cardinal game. Great game. First of all, let me say big up to both teams. Socks on point, presentation, excellent. Looked like made the league look good. You made the organizations look good. We appreciate both organizations following the rules, following in line, and understanding that the biggest scheme is we all can get better, be better, and do better.
And it looks damn good on camera.
It did look good on camera. The bottom.
Look very professional.
Yeah. So, what game you gonna cover here, Coach?
The Road Warriors against the Magnolia State Knights.
That was a
8-6.
Yeah, that was a good game. Overall, good sportsmanship in that game. A few big hits out there. Wasn't that much scoring. I think what kind of held the Road Warriors back, they had that long trip and that weather coming out of Memphis. So that jet lag and they went right on the field. But not taking nothing away from the Knights. The Knights played well. They played well enough to win. They stayed there. I think the way the game went, it kind of went like we playing today, but you can have the game if you want it. And then on the other team, you got the ball. They were like, we playing today, y'all can have it if you want it. So it really was a game to me that I looked at. I thought was going to be more exciting, more upbeat of a game, especially being with the number 1, number 2 teams in the league. But it didn't fade out.
What were the field conditions at kickoff?
Field conditions?
Yeah.
Weather-wise, field conditions pretty straight. About as well as you think the field could be this time of the year.
Not muddy,
No, it wasn't muddy. No, dry field.
Dry field? Okay.
Other than, with the upkeep of the field of the schools and stuff, that's one thing that was brought to attention too. Sometimes these teams come in and you can't tell them to dig up somebody else's yard.
Right.
So teams and owners have to understand that and got to take into consideration that team that's using that field, that's not their field. You can't expect them to do things just I want to say transform the field or whatever to your liking and stuff. But overall, it was a good game. Like I said, good sportsmanship, good defense in there. Personally, I think it should have been a lot more scoring. I think they left a lot of points.
Did they have? Who would you have considered player of the game? Who stood out for the Road Warriors?
Player of the game for the Road Warriors. There's nothing stuck out. Everybody was even. Big number 25 had a big hit.
25. What about
it was a big hit, but it was also what they're gonna call a blind side. That was about the biggest hit in the game. Number 25 for the Road Warriors.
Okay. What about the DB number 16? Stank Lee, I heard he had a couple of interceptions. If I'm not mistaken, Stank Lee, 12 INTs on the season.
Man, the way they were throwing interceptions, I could have got one. Hey, I'm telling you, I think the Knights might have threw 4.
4.
It might have been 4. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It was.
I believe Stank Lee, DB 16 for the Road Warriors, second-year DB. So far got 12 INTs on the season, so I would assume that would make him look favorable at league MVP. Some 25. The defense, Road Warrior defense. They seem to play good.
Very favorable. What you talking about as far as league MVP? I'm gonna have to put just because I've seen the progress of the team with the Bison.
Right.
I'm going to put Bobo in there.
Absolutely. Bobo, good transition, coach. So we're going to transition. Good transition, coach. Know what I'm talking about?
He's a 49er fan. I know him. He's a 49er fan.
Bobo, 49er fan?
Yeah, and he also the 39 guy.
Oh, not the 39-year-old veteran quarterback.
The 39-year-old veteran quarterback.
Yeah, they got the Bison playing very well. They got that three-headed running back scheme out there. They got them two brothers, Calico and JP, and Midnight, number 8. You can't never forget about Midnight.
Midnight, okay.
Yeah. So they doing their thing over there.
They're doing their thing. As a matter of fact, the score was Bison 44, Cardinals 28, and I got here Adrian Bobo Moore, quarterback. He was poised as always, calm under pressure. Ultimate team guy, heartbeat of the offense. He finished with 8 of 13 for 65 yards passing, 1 touchdown, 10 carries for 86 yards, and 2 rushing touchdowns for the old dudes. Good, for the old dudes, Bobo. That's what we're talking about, baby. JP, James Perkins, running back number 7 for the Bison. He finished the game with 2 rushing TDs, great vision, attack angles, read the blocks. O-line, hey, so what I will say is that O-line was doing a good job. I gotta give it to the O-line. On defense, they had James New York Duffy the third. New York, big city of dreams. He was very versatile defender. They moved him in the box this week to help with run support.
White chocolate.
I had a chance to meet him. I met him. That's what I'm talking about, my guy. He had 5 tackles, came away with the interception. So, and then they got Jahill, athlete, played both sides of the ball, had 4 pass deflections. Jahill caught the only touchdown pass of the game, super athlete, team captain, very selfish and humble guy. And we want to give a shout out to the O-line. They've been performing very well, major key to the Bison success. They finished the game with 7 pancakes, man. So big up Bison on the win. Cardinals, a good team, good organization. I'm sure they will bounce back next week to show that it was a fluke and they can do it. I mean, they played it. I mean, the Cardinals, they got a tough game out there. I would. You know,
gotta give a shout out to Jeremy Griffin, aka AP. He did the best he could do. And also the quarterback, Jervius. I can't pronounce that, man.
Jefferson, right. The quarterback, Jed. Jerry.
You know what? About the Bison and the Cardinals game. Check this clip out right here.
What's up, fellas? I'm giving my recap from the Cardinals and the visiting Mid-State Bison. Overall, the game last night was a good game. Both teams played very well. Offensively, defensively, it's a little bit of a different story. The Cardinals made some big chunk plays. The deep passes were there. And Jeremy Pig Griffin, he ran the ball very hard and very well. Overall, defensively, both teams kind of struggled throughout the game. But I think where the biggest difference was in the Bison being able to remain disciplined. They forced the Cardinals into some tough situations, and the Cardinals, when they were on defense, they kind of shot themselves in the foot a lot of times, with penalties that you just can't win games with those type of penalties. Overall though, they had some players that really stood out for the Cardinals. First, the guys that stood out for me was Austin Bolden and Caleb Quintana. Those guys, they caught some tough balls. Then you had Xavier Chapman had You know, a couple good catches. You know, touchdown as well. And I mean, it was one of the things where, in looking at the game, they stepped up, but it's hard to overcome bad penalties on defense. And you know, every time that the guys on the Cardinals defense had an opportunity to really kind of change the momentum a little bit, it was a bad penalty or you know, a bad play. You know, the Bison came in with a really good game plan. They were coached very well in this game. Coach Nick really had the guys, you know, ready to go with a good game plan, and they executed. The run game was there all night for the Bison. They had to at least average 8 yards a carry. It's hard to beat a team when you can average that many yards a carry, but you know, the standout player for the Bison for me was their quarterback. Bobo really showed, you know, his poise in the pocket. He didn't have to make the big play throws or anything like that. He beat him with his legs as well. Very tough to bring down. Big quarterback, you know, but he kept his composure in the pocket. When he had to make a throw, he made it. You know, there was a couple times where he fooled the defense with the pump, you know, and it worked. It worked. From what I've seen, they went away from Stephen Wright's side of the field. Stephen Wright did everything he could to make an impact on the game. In the end, it just wasn't enough. But for me, it just comes back to being disciplined. You got to be disciplined. You can't have the dumb penalties and shoot yourself in the foot. And in the end, it could have been a different game if that didn't happen. But like I said, hats off to both these organizations. They really showed up. They showed out. They played a great game. You know, for the Cardinals, it's one loss. On to the next one. You know, learn from it and be better. And for the Bison, you know, keep this roll going. They're on a good streak right now. They look good. You know, Nick Blackman, he's got these guys playing hard. He really does. And they play for him. You know, every single play, every snap. They're very disciplined. You know, one thing I noticed, even after touchdowns with them and stuff, they run the ball back to the ref. They hand the ball to the ref. Those are little things that I noticed, man. And that just shows discipline and character. These guys, I'm excited to see them for the rest of the season. I think the Cardinals will bounce back strong. They've got a great staff over there. Overall, you know, good luck to them on the rest of the season as well. And this could be a matchup we see later on. So, good job to the organizations.
Hey, here we are right now with the MVP of the game for the Bison. We got Coach Nick with us. Look, man, it was a great game tonight. Just want to say these guys played with very, very good discipline, you know, across the board. There was no moment that was too high, no moment that was too low. You know, really, Bobo, man, I'm going to tell you, man, you really stood out tonight for real. And congratulations on the win tonight. You played very great, and you kept the composure and everything like that. Just want to give you a chance, man, get something to say to the fans out there.
My first win down here against the Cardinals. They beat me twice. Shout out to me and Nick. No, shout out to my whole line as well too. And they had big holes.
Yeah, definitely. Coach Nick, what you got to say to them, baby?
I do want to shout out the O-line. We challenged them last week, and they played great last week, and they played phenomenal this week. So, biggest thing is we building each week. We building, we getting better. We're trying to stack these wins, stack playing good, being disciplined, being fundamentally sound. So that's really the main thing. What we're trying to do. We're just trying to keep this momentum, keep this train rolling.
I can tell you, man, like just from watching up there and what I seen, the offensive line was very impressive. Like you said, there was big holes everywhere, you know what I mean? The running backs were able to gain a good amount of yards. You know, they probably averaged about 6-7 yards a carry tonight. Every time you guys were put in the spot, you came through, toughened up. There was a couple times it was 3rd and longs, and y'all ran the ball and ended up picking it up. You showed a lot of composure on a couple of them fakes, you know what I mean, really dumping it, you know what I mean, at the last minute, getting the defense to react to the first move. But overall, man, I just want to tell you guys congratulations. Way to go again. Thank you, man. Yeah, man. Great job. That's how you need to do. That's it from the NLFA.
Okay, and we're back.
So I got a few topics we can hit on here. I think I said something about the socks. Everybody looking good. I'm saying socks, but when I say that, I mean the whole uniform as a whole.
The presentation.
Right. I still believe that we still not getting the concept. Because I saw a few here and there that nights in the row was even if you're gonna have red and black, it's gotta be red and black on every player. It can't be red and black and then black and red,
Right.
black and white. You know, and the other thing that we talked about in the first show was about getting to know your players and have a player profile.
Right.
Those players that need those therapeutic socks or those for diabetic socks. You know, all that stuff needs to be in. I know Miss Jen put it out to a few players and owners this past weekend to make sure that the list of those players that medically have to have
those therapeutic socks. Right.
We get that.
Yeah,
So
I heard
if they off the rest of the players, then we understand if a team owner comes to us and start talking.
But it's on the player profile when you fill it out. It asks you, do you have any medical situations?
But
so
they'll say no.
They'll say no.
Stupid.
So I can't. It's over with now. But I'm sure 2026. If you say no to the medical, then you wear some socks or you do something that's not. I'm gonna tell you. Okay.
I feel where you're coming from, Coach, because if it's asking that and you're not putting it up in the middle of the season, we still correcting something you should have had on paper.
Right.
Me,
Right.
you know, we got a good league owner.
We do.
If it was left up to me, I'd be putting a fine on it because hey, you should know all that. Answer those questions and stuff. I.e., trying to join the page. Because a lot of y'all still get denied.
Because y'all ain't answering the question.
You answer 3 questions and then you won't put a team in there. Or you'll put a team in there and then won't answer the first 2 questions. I'm denying you every time.
You got to answer every question.
Even as a coach. Even as a coach.
Weather was bad over the weekend. Woo. We had players in Memphis. We had players we know about in the Memphis area that got flooded in. We want to send prayers out to those players and reach out to the league. You know, we want to see how you're doing. If there's anything the league can do within reason, we game for doing it. So, yeah.
The weather also caused the postponement between Mid-South Third and Marshall County Jaguars.
Right.
Not exactly sure on the reschedule, but that should be put out to those teams. Should already have.
And that's one thing the league is going to do when the weather is bad. And I know you guys want to play. Some of y'all are go through a tornado, won't care. No, when the weather ain't nothing nobody can do against nature, but respect it, and that's it. And if we got to call a game or postpone it or reschedule it, that's what's going to happen. Because, I don't see nobody go play no game, no tornado. You got threat? No. Just hang on. Live a little bit longer so you can play another day.
Professionalism on and off the field. We're going to reiterate this probably every show. Professionalism. We got to stay professional, stay on owners to run a professional organization. If the owner run a professional organization, then it all trickles down. Everybody understand what they got to do. We need everybody to be professional on and off the field. On and off the field. Effective immediately. I'm gonna hit on something that's kind of, I don't know, people been talking about it. It's been whispers of a Hall of Fame starting up here in Mississippi.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, it is. And some of you guys have asked about it, and I got a little information on it. You would have to be 1 year removed, meaning retired from developmental football, to be considered an inductee, right? And then, you know it's a back door. So if you try to return, if you get inducted, then try to return within 2 years, your membership to the Hall of Fame will be reversed.
Meaning if you get inducted, you gotta wait 2 years to come back. You can't get inducted and then come back.
Come play football. Yeah. Like, so you can't get inducted, take a year off, get inducted, then drop back in and think no.
So once
it ain't gonna work.
if they try to do it, then they Hall of Fame status is revoked.
Right, they'll reverse it.
So they probably keep. Well, I don't know what the reward gonna be, but they keep your jacket, but you still done. You just put something else on the jacket.
Yeah.
I guess we have to give a little bit more clarification.
Clarification on that. It's all in its infancy stage. It's all in the infancy stage. It has been one done in Memphis. Yours truly happens to be an inductee of the one that happened in Memphis. And even though it was a Hall of Fame for developmental, semi-pro, whatever, I still felt good when my peers thought enough to induct me. You know what I mean? A long time ago. I'm gonna find a picture. I got a picture of all us actually at the place where we got the invitations and everybody had a chance to meet up. We chopped it up, which we see, you know, sometimes we get a chance to chop it up a while. So yeah, if I ain't mistaken, me and Applewhite might have went in at the same time. I believe. I could be wrong, but I believe we did.
I think that could be a great thing for the area, for the league.
I think it could be too.
Yeah.
And just for the state on this level, because I'm not from here. I moved here, but I passed the Mississippi's semi-pro Hall of Fame. I mean, amateur or whatever the Mississippi State of Mississippi's Hall of Fame, Athletic Hall of Fame down on Lakeland. Yeah. So, I mean, I took pride in it when I got inducted. It meant a lot that my peers thought enough for me to be like, hey, this guy ready. So let's see. The next thing, real quick, is pride and appearance. It just ain't about the players. We stay hard on the players, but our socks part of it. Coaching staffs. Y'all looking. You ain't looking high.
Not with the flip-flops.
Somebody got flip-flops.
You didn't sing or something?
Well, I ain't gonna call no names, but they know who they is. And they was complaining about something at the game Saturday, and they had to call Miss Jen over. The first thing she did before she made that decision on that complaint was she looked down and said, "Those shoes not up right to my feet."
Hey man,
Play ball.
Go ahead, Dave.
No, we just said that. I'm thinking about backyard now.
So let's. I think as commissioners and as former coaches, we all agree that there's nothing wrong with winning the game through a forfeitable offense. If we go in, the team is not. I know when I had my team, I used to. My thing was, hey, when you came to play me, everything was in order. Even to the point back where you had ice over there. Anybody that visit me, I would put ice over there. Could do a couple of bags of ice over there. You know what I mean? I try to be hospitable when coming in.
Talented.
So
because I gotta come to you. I think of it like that. I think of it like that.
So I say that to say when everybody's going into everybody's town. So if you know your skirt, hey, you can't try to point somebody else's skirt out when yours still hanging. You know what I'm saying? I mean, be smart about how you do it. Like I would advise.
They ain't the skirt. You trying to go back old school. They used to call it slips.
When you slip hanging.
Yeah, but I ain't saying a word when you said skirt.
Some of these folks might not know what a slip is. I'm sorry. Some of these youngsters might not know what a slip is.
Oh, wait,
The old schools on that.
Old school know what a slip is. The slip hanging, yeah, you know what I mean? There's no accusation, none of it. It's all just nuggets. You know what I'm saying? It's nuggets.
I took pride in being a coach where I just on the sideline. I become sagging and stuff.
Right.
And I had to give it up to my owner too, at the time, Rollo. By having the pure team look good, you got the players look good, the coach look good. Good presentable and stuff. All this, sagging and cut up shorts or whatever. It
Just don't give a damn attitude.
Right, just don't matter. No, you got to have pride in yourself in order to make sure that your players are doing it. You got to do it yourself.
And it's a trickle down effect. So, and it's a reverse effect, right? In the sense of players do not dress the way they're supposed to be dressed per league rules. Owners don't say nothing. They just let it ride and be what it is. They not enforcing the league rules that they said they would abide by. So when the league come down on the player and the owner, you know what I mean? You can't get mad like that. Hey, again, 2026.
Put them fines.
Everything in the rules. I would ask. I want everybody to do everything in the rules verbatim. I'm giving you the cheat sheet to 2026. Do everything in the rules verbatim. Don't let your name run across the commissioning board. Petty about nothing. If you can't do nothing, chain of command. Follow all those rules. Do that like make your organization the best one, and that's gonna help you. Cause if not, you know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You pretty much mid-season now, right?
Yeah, mid-season, right? You gotta change. They gotta change.
From this day forward, for the remainder of the season, get on your. I don't want it, man. Get on your stuff, man. get on your. Yeah, because. Now, if you're not planning on coming back into the Next Level Football Alliance in 2026, hey, I'm gonna let you. Peace out, and we're good to know you and work with you. But if you planning on coming back, get on your.
Okay, so
Get right, man. I mean, we done said it.
2026 they're gonna have a 10 team code. 10.
Business.
Well, get
Football
right.
and business.
Whatever 10 it is,
So,
get right.
Back to business. It's back to business.
Back to business.
Because if we implement and start putting those fines on those owners, that'll change.
Oh, they will change everything.
Yeah, that'll change.
I already told them, you done paid the HOA fee to come into the neighborhood. Why else you got trash in your yard?
Exactly.
Why you got a junk car in your yard?
Yep.
They gonna hit you.
So it's too deep in the season to be going
Right.
having rule infractions. Just and the infractions that we should be having right now should be football field related infractions.
Right.
Outside, pass interference or something like that.
I got it. Hey man, I salute you, and I salute you, because y'all got way more patience than me. We grown, everybody here grown, right?
Right.
I stopped giving a damn January 1st, 2025. You know what's gonna go down coming into 25. So no, man, have some pride.
Pride.
I don't want a player to do something the owner don't address it, and you think you got away with it, and then you think you coming and you get chopped off at the throat because you thought you would come back to the league. It's like, nah, you ABCD. Like I told y'all in the last show, when you get in trouble, how the city fire department got in trouble, they brought that big file up, they dropped it on the table, pushed it over there, was like, it's all this stuff. It's gonna be that type of thing.
Same
and
thing.
you can't be mad. So real quick here, Terry Shields has been released from the hospital.
Pick up the NO.
Big up Eno had 4 surgeries. He had 4 surgeries. And he's back up, he's at home, he's doing well. You can call and check on him. Beep, 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 beep.
Special announcement. We got a special announcement.
I love
I talked to NO yesterday. That's my boy Still. I talked to him yesterday. We kind of had good words. And for some of y'all that's been looking for it, look forward in the near future.
Petty Sunday.
Yeah. Way back.
Yeah. Since that, the next take on
Reverend Duke Petty.
next take gonna scoop it up.
About time.
We gonna scoop up Petty Sunday, and we gonna get
We've been waiting.
N.O.
Reverend Duke.
Reverend N.O. Duke.
Reverend
Go
Duke
ahead
Shaver.
to
Reverend Duke
church.
Shaver
We
now.
gonna get it we're gonna get it back on his feet. He gonna head to church. Cause I enjoy Petty Sunday.
I did.
Even when
Because
I
people
was
confess
even
their
when
sin.
they did even when I was the bane of the joke. It
Yes.
was funny anyway. You know what I'm saying? So
You get a lot of, it's like the first 48. You should count the first 48. Cause,
It was.
hey, players get on there and hey, I'm just telling you, they have fun with the show. It's the platform is really set up to just like we doing here pretty much, but it's way much more fun. They bringing in players to kind of speak on their behalf,
Right.
and that's what makes it good because you got a player to say he done got pancake or he get a chance to come on and tell himself.
You're right. You're right. This is a tape show. We do it so we can fix our mistakes.
Yeah. Well, a couple of hours of editing. Yeah, we got to do it like this. But Mr. Terry Shields, get well soon, brother, and please expedite coming on back. Please, come on with the show. Come on with Petty Sunday, man. Come on.
We looking forward to it. You know, we're gonna get better. We're gonna get him in here. He's gonna do Petty Sunday's more of a live deal. With like I say, next since y'all didn't pick it back up, since nobody picked it back up.
We got
next tape is picking up Petty Sunday.
It is Sunday.
Reverend N.O. Dukes.
Reverend Duke Petty
Will be the leader of NLFL church NLFA church. Get it right, coach. Help me, I'm drowning.
Next level football alliance.
Our last topic here. We got a few minutes left. And coach mentioned something he probably didn't even forgot he mentioned. Coach Andy, he was like, man, the team should create journalists.
Yes. Look, I'm glad. Thank you for that show for that. Check this out. All teams. It's just a little quick. Don't start this, man.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Good old quick training course. All right. This is a cell phone. How I shoot all these videos is with an Android. All right. If you got somebody on your team, every team in this league, everybody's watching. Please, somebody, owners, coaches, ask somebody, break that camera out, turn it sideways, not this way, sideways, and tell these guys all the time. Turn it sideways and do some interviews. Create your own journalism on your team. That's what I'm saying. Interview the coaches on the other team, interview the players, interview your players.
post them to your page.
Yeah, post to your page. Start your own internal journalism organization inside your organization is all I'm saying.
Because a lot of those pages I go to try to look at film, teams are not adding film to their pages. Y'all not adding content to your pages. You're not putting your flyers on your pages. You just have your page just because Ms. Jen said you require, but also there's a requirement behind having the page. Put content on those pages.
Right.
You know, put your flyers, put your schedule, put your sponsors. Like Coach said, put your interview team. Let your community know who your team is.
Yeah, promote
Stuff
yourself.
to your page and stuff.
All this stuff, man, look here. 10 to 12, excuse me, coach. 10 to 12 teams in 26. We started out with 18?
17.
17? Now we got
It was
what?
18, we started with 17 for the season.
Now we got 15?
I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere in there. So, everybody please.
All right. What else you got, Coach?
Yeah. So we got hot 3 minutes.
Okay,
3 minutes, 21 seconds.
let's hit on the matchup this coming week.
Let's hit on the matchup.
We got coming up Saturday, April 12th, correct?
Mm-hmm.
We got the Savages and the Cardinals. Savages, what did Savages do this weekend? They was off. Savages was off this weekend. So they ready to get back in the mix along with the Cardinals. Cardinals went down against the Bison, so I know they're ready to get back on the field. We got Mid-South Fury against the Brawlers.
That'll be a good game.
You said that's a good game, Coach?
I think that'll be a decent game.
I think so. Look like the Punishers have the Jaguars.
That should be a decent game.
Okay.
That should be a decent game.
I think this is gonna be a decent game here too. The Memphis Gators and the Steel Dogs.
Good game.
Let's see, is that the last one? Panthers and the Vipers. Nope, that'll be okay. The Panthers will slide on through. We got game of the week.
I roll with the game. I might go back to the town.
Game of the week. I'm gonna say the game of the week is
I might come home, mama.
the Herd against the Road Warriors. 2 undefeated.
Two undefeated.
Two undefeated.
That'll be a
two
good-
top-notch quarterbacks.
Two top. So
You said
I said 1A, 1B.
1A, 1B.
1A, 1B.
1A, 1B.
Andre Buford of the Road Warriors, Adrian Bobo Moore of the Bison, 1A, 1B. 1A, 1B.
I got a question for y'all, man.
Go ahead.
You don't know what I'm saying. Who you predict?
Who I predict?
In the game of the week?
Well, I'm gonna say like this: if the Herd played like they played this week,
It's gonna be
it's gonna be a good game. It's gonna be a matchup. This gonna be probably gonna be real close vision of championship. One of the teams, if not both of them.
All right.
If the Road Warriors play like they played this past weekend, then we're gonna see a wide NLFA page.
Ooh.
Mr. Rodney,
If the Bison played like they played Saturday,
Right.
and the Road Warriors played like they played Saturday, you said it's gonna be quiet?
Yeah. It's gonna be, he said it's gonna be a quiet game.
hey, but it's the thing about it though, they gotta go in a hard lane.
See, that's when, hey, I ain't saying nothing, but they at home. Everybody
They at home.
strong at home. If the Bison come with a true game plan, stick to it. You know what I mean? Make good adjustments during the game. Timely clock management. You know what I'm saying? Coaches understand how to manage the clock. It's gonna be a good game. I might go to the town for that
I'm
one.
glad you said that, Coach, and I've been noticing that this season. Team personnel management, team management, situational management.
Yes.
Coaching is vital. You can have the talent and not have the coaching. Just like personnel gotta fit the scheme gotta fit the personnel. And a lot of times what I've been seeing is teams are losing that shouldn't be losing
Right.
because of that. The lack of management, team management, the sideline management, the sideline making sure your team is under control when adversity comes.
Right.
So that's very important. It's not like
Want to take us home, Coach? We missing anything? You think we missing anything?
yeah. Man, come on, y'all.
What you gonna say?
I remember I was talking to Rodney on the sideline, and Rodney said, I don't even smell potato chips out here. Concession stands, come on, y'all. Y'all cook them something. Make me smell something. I want to spend some money when I come to the game, man. I'm for real. I do. When I go to a game, sometimes you want that game food, that sausage dog or something like that. Something to stand out.
Nachos or something.
If I don't coach next year, I'm just saying it.
Right.
I want to go into doing concessions. Somebody
doing concessions,
man,
Hey.
because you're losing a lot of money, man. Because I would do the package deal with chicken tenders, fries, and a drink or something like
That's
that.
a good way to make money for your organization.
Exactly. And you got to know your crowd. You know what I'm saying? If I know this team over here might not travel good, but they might be across town and stuff. Hey, they can go to the restaurant. But if I know you just drove 3 or 4 hours,
You're
I'm
gonna
have a
some
better
food.
concession stand
Right.
because I expect you're not trying to roam the town,
Right.
and you're trying to eat and get back home.
Good organizations have a concession stand. Even if you play at a field and don't have one, you got a tent, you got a table, you got a cash register, receipt book.
Yeah.
Take us home, Coach.
That's how a lot of them make it through with concessions. Gotta pay the referee. That's how a lot of security. That's how a lot of them make it through. Coming up this week, that's the 12th, right?
Yes,
This
sir.
week.
Yes, sir.
Need everybody to be safe on the highways. Get home, play. Keep it respectful. Make it back home safe. And I hope that I'm not throwing nothing out there because I ain't got no control over nature. But everybody watch the weather because we don't know what's going to happen. But from what I saw on the news, it's going to be sunny the majority of this week. I hope it stays the same way this weekend.
Right.
Because I really got to I ain't got nothing in the ground yet. I got to till my garden up Wednesday and plant my stuff Thursday. I'm all Wednesday. So everybody be safe. Stay tuned for the next episode of Next Take. And y'all have a beautiful week.
Business. Take care of your business. Don't wait till the last minute. Communication. Take care of your business. Call the security, call the referees. Make sure you got everything together.
Right. Don't wait till Friday. Don't wait till Saturday out for the game. Hey, remember what the name is?
Backyard MA.
Remember that?
Backyard MA. Boom.
Don't be like that dude, man. Y'all have a beautiful week, man, and we'll see y'all next week.